Cable 212. Let's get started. Hi guys, long time no see. First of all, please check my description box for all the details. This pattern was originally designed to be worked from the bottom up, but I've been asked if it's possible to knit it from the top down. And sure, you can, but it's really tough to figure it out. Okay? If you're comfortable with cable knitting, you will probably find this easy to work it out. For others, it might be a little challenging. So I did that for you. Okay? So this design requires 32 stitches. Because this design stands out more with a background, I started with 50 stitches for my sample. But again, only 32 stitches are required for the design itself. And I want you to remember the right side of the background is purl and the wrong side is knit. You will start with 32 stitches, increasing 4 stitches almost right away, right there and right there. And then work most of the pattern with 36 stitches. And at the end, 4 stitches are decreased, bringing the stitch count back to 32. Since the original chart is reversed, you will need to adjust where and how the increases and decreases are worked. Knitting this pattern is actually very easy, whether you work it in the original direction or upside down. The slightly tricky part is how to read the chart when it's reversed. For today, let's set the Y aside. If you really want to learn how to read the chart upside down with the cable like this, please let me know. I have to actually make separate video. Anyway, let's actually start. Okay, again, I'm going to tell you this is just a sample knitting and I already worked small frame already. And I want you to remember knit stitch background is worked on wrong side and the purl stitches are on right side. Okay, and I'm using 2 orange markers here and there. In between those markers, there are 32 stitches. Okay, so row number 1, starting on wrong side. Okay, past the orange marker, and this is straightforward. Knit 3, purl 4, knit 18, purl 4, and knit 3. I'm just making the base for the cable knitting. And row number 2, I am going to increase in the cable knitting. That's a little bit tricky, but it's not that tricky. So for now, row number 1, wrong side. Okay, you just knit whatever it says. Again, all the written patterns are in my description box, and maybe I'm gonna make the PDF and you can download it. Okay, there you go. So again, 2 orange marker. In between 2, I have 32 stitches total. Okay, there we go. And this is wrong side, so background should be knit. So knit rest of them. Okay, that's all. And that's a garter stitch, the real frame. Anyway, so let's do row number 2, right side. Super easy. Okay, background is pearl on right side, right? That's what I said. So pearl and slide the orange marker, then pattern starts here. Okay, so I still have 32 stitches. And pearl 3. And the pattern says C4F plus 2 stitches increase. So next 4 stitch, I am going to do cable knitting, okay, and increases. And if you do C4F, okay, which means you have to divide it by 2 with the cable needle, pick up 2, and you put the needle out front because C4F. However, I want you to increase 2 stitches. 1, so I pick 1, 2, 3 on the cable instead of 2. And there's only 1 stitch left on the left needle, right? So leave the cable out front. And then I am going to increase 2 stitch into that 1 stitch. You know what I'm saying? And I do knit front and do not drop the stitch off, and you continue to knit back loop. Okay, so I increase 1 stitch now, okay, total of 2, and you knit front again. So you have to do knit front, back, and front. So now I have 3 stitches instead of 1. And then come back to cable needle. Then knit 3 from cable needle. So this is cable for front plus 2 stitches increase. And then pattern says purl 18. And I want you to remember, okay, cable knitting always knitting stitch, unless there is special instruction, okay. And if you want to increase or decrease during the cable knitting, always increase on the back needle, okay. So this time C4B, okay, B means cable needle should be at the back, which means I am going to increase with the stitch on the cable. So this time I pick 1 because I am going to increase 2 stitches. Okay? And then knit 3. Oops. Okay, there you go. Knit 3 from left needle. 1, 2. Oh, this is the back stitch, so I gotta fix it. And 3. And then come back to cable needle. Okay, there's only 1, and I have to make it 3. Okay, so knit front. Same. And back. Do not drop the stitch off until you increase 2 stitch. There you go. And front again. So now you have 3 stitches, which means you add 2 stitches now. Okay, so I increase total of 4 stitches. Then purl 3. Okay, and there's no more increasing. This is the only time you have to increase. Okay, so if you don't get it, go back and watch again. Okay, and then you will end up decreasing those 4 at the very end, and I'll show you, don't worry about it. And this is new technique kicks in, so I'll show you. Row number 4, right side. There you go. Slide the orange marker and cable knitting right away. C6B, easy. So you need 6 stitches, okay? and you have to divide by 2. So you have to pick 3 stitch with cable needle and hold it at the back because it says cable 6 back. And then knit 3 from left needle first and then come back to the cable needle and knit those 3. That's it. Super easy, right? And next, C6F, which is same, just, you have to hold the cable needle out front. That's it. So pick up 3, hold it out front, and then knit 3 from the left needle, and then come back to cable needle, then knit 3. And after that, purl 12 and repeat, and I'll show you. Don't worry. You better see, maybe at least 2 times, right? So anyway, after this, you have to do purl 12. Anyway, once you know those technique, you can actually knit without my instruction. So I'm gonna actually stop right there. I mean, I'm not gonna teach every rows because it's same repeat. So you just follow my written pattern, okay, and then knit, and I meet you at the end, pretty much. Anyway, this is C6B. So pick up 3 stitch and hold at the back, then knit 3 from left needle, and then come back to cable needle, then knit 3. That's all. So the techniques are only few. C for FMB plus include, and C6B and F. That's it. So this is C6F. So pick up 3 and hold it out front. Then knit 3 from left needle. Then come back to cable needle. Then knit 3 from the cable needle. That's it. Okay. Again, after this, please knit until row 30 something. Yeah, I meet you row 38, which is the last row. That's it. Okay, so super easy. And by the way, after the increasing, you have 36 stitches in between two orange markers. Okay, and this is row number 38, right side. Okay, so purl 15 all the way. And now you have to actually decrease 2 stitch, 2 stitch, total of 4 stitch. Okay, now there we go. After the purl 15, okay, you remember you increase at the very first, right? So anyway, so the first 3 stitch, I have to decrease 2 stitch. So yarn back, slip 1 purlwise, and SSK, slip, slip, knit, and knit back loop this time. Okay, there we go. And then PSSO, pass the slip stitch over. So I decrease 1 stitch with SSK, and then 1 stitch PSSO, and next 3 stitch knit 3 stitch together. Okay, so first one I use SSK, shifting, decreasing, shifting towards the left, and knit 3 together, shifting towards the right. That's why I use those techniques. Okay, and after that, purl 15. That's it. Okay, super easy. The difficult part was reading the chart. Okay, and there you go. Simple. Okay, so again, if you want to learn how to read the pattern backwards, it's a little bit different. Okay, you have to use a little brain. So if you want to know, let me know. I will make video again. Bye for now.